Download the free Stingray Music mobile app.
Go ahead, Kara.
Okay. Good evening and welcome to the public council meeting of September 11th, 2023. Can I have roll call, please?
Councilman Messeri,
Here.
Councilwoman Miga,
Here.
Councilman Zazali, absent. Deputy Mayor Scabbage, absent. Mayor Peterson.
Here, please rise for the flag salute.
Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Adequate notice of this meeting was duly provided to the Verona Cedar Grove Times and the Star Ledger by email and published in an annual schedule of meetings December 22nd, 2022, filed with the Township Clerk and posted on the public bulletin board in the municipal building lobby in accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act. Good evening. Before we begin tonight, I'm just going to ask everyone to please take a moment of silence for the victims as we remember today being one of the most horrific days at the terrorist attack, of course, on our country that I think our country has ever endured, thinking of the victims, thinking of the people that perished and all the families that were affected by that. So if we can please just take a moment. Okay, thank you. Moving on. Item 2 is approval of minutes. A is to consider approval of minutes of the regular public meeting, August 7th, 2023. Do I have a motion?
Mayor, make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri,
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes. Item 3 is a public hearing. A, to consider adoption of pending ordinance number 23-917, an ordinance amending Chapter 244 of the Code of the Township of Cedar Grove entitled Towing. I'm going to open the meeting now if anyone would like to make any public comment on this item and this item alone. Seeing none, I will ask for a motion.
Mayor, I'll move for the adoption of pending ordinance 23-917 to be published in the Verona Cedar Grove Times as passed ordinance to take effect as prescribed by law.
Thank you. Second.
Oh, second, sorry.
Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri,
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes. Item B is to consider adoption of pending ordinance number 23-918, an ordinance of the Township of Cedar Grove to authorize fee implementation for use of the township recreational facilities and establishing priority and procedure for the permitting of recreational facilities by establishing Chapter 205A, recreational fields and facilities. I open the meeting again to anyone who would like to make comments on this item and this item only. Seeing none, I will close that portion and ask for a motion, please.
I move for the adoption of pending ordinance 23-918 to be published in the Verona Cedar Grove Times as passed ordinance to take effect as prescribed by law.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri,
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes. Item number 4, award of bid. A is to consider a resolution authorizing the award of bid for the Little Falls Road Basketball Court resurfacing improvements to D&L Paving Contractors Incorporated. Do I have a motion?
Mayor, make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor, can I have discussion, please, on
You
this?
Sure can.
Thank you. The township's pleased to award this to D&L Paving. This plan calls for clearing the site on Little Falls Road and resurfacing 2 new basketball courts in the area. Contract will require installation of a new playing surface, fixing all drainage issues on site, installing 4 new basketball backboards and hoops that will be of adjustable height, such that they can be locked by the recreation department. The area is going to be restriped as well, and the courts will also be realigned. Now, this is something the council promised, and we're pleased to deliver this promise.
Yeah, looking forward to it. That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to add, Mayor, thank you to the town manager for moving this forward. I know this is something that we talked about last term during my administration, or my term as mayor, my one-year term. But it is something that is very important to all of us on the council. I'm glad that we're able to vote on this today. This is a long time coming. I know we have other projects, a lot of important things happening in town, but I'm glad to see that this is finally going forward. So thank you.
Yep, agreed. Thank you very much. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri,
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes. Item B is to consider resolution authorizing the award of bid for the equalization tank rehabilitation at the Township Wastewater Treatment Plant to Bridgeway Associates Corp. Do you-
Mayor, if you want me to
Yep.
discuss this first?
Yeah.
The township's awarding this contract to Bridgeway Associate Corporation. The equalization tank, which is located at our DPW facility, is a crucial component to our stormwater management. It has the capacity to retain 2 million gallons of water. So as the water collects, it slowly percolates out. After a bad storm, the tank's being completely sandblasted, repaired, and painted on the inside and outside to preserve its usefulness for many more years to come. During the time the work's being performed, which we're holding the contract to 6 weeks, so it's down for a minimum of 6 weeks. Because the tank's going to be offline, the township's going to increase our pumping capabilities. We also received special permit from the DEP to bypass certain flows. The service is long overdue. It's about 10 years overdue. And I really want to give a shout out here to Mike Rosso, who's committed to getting this done. He really oversaw this project with CP engineers. And it's something that if this tank were to fail ever, the township would be in a really, really bad position. So we're, very forward looking on this, and it's something that's going to really help the town for years to come.
Great. That's good. Thank you so much. Do I have a motion?
Mayor, I'll make the motion.
Thank you. Second?
Second.
Thanks. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri,
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes. Item C is to consider resolution authorizing the award of bid for Rutgers Avenue water main replacement to John Garcia Construction Company.
Mayor, if I may,
Yep.
through you. We've been having issues near Rutgers Avenue with water main breaks, specifically on Rutgers Avenue. And we've had the area, we've been there so many times making repairs that this needs to be completely replaced. But in doing so, we're upgrading the line from a 6-inch main to an 8-inch main. And we're also adding a fire hydrant in the area because there's just not enough fire hydrants, so adding that will help safety as well. It's an entire run of about 300 feet. So it's a project that 10 years ago wouldn't cost as much, but now with the way things are, we keep going out and repairing it, and it's time just to replace it with a bigger main.
Yeah, I'm on Grove Avenue all the time, and I'm always seeing everyone there
Yeah.
fixing it. You can't keep using labor like that, so you have to fix the problem, not do Band-Aids.
So
So-
this is a permanent fix. The-
Yep.
The service will be upgraded. It'll be safer with an extra fire hydrant there as well.
Yes.
So it's a good move.
Perfect, great, thank you. Can I have a motion, please?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri,
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes. The meeting is now open to residents of the township wishing to be heard on any item on the agenda. Seeing none, I will move on to reports of township officials, starting with our township manager. Good evening, Mr. Zakelli.
Good evening, Mayor. I have a lengthy report tonight, so I'll try to make it nice and quick for you. I want to give an update on Devil's Hole. On August 21st, I had a call with the Assistant Commissioner from the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection, as well as Senator Corrado and Assemblyman DePhillips. We spoke for about 30 minutes, highlighting the dangers of Devil's Hole and requesting the NJDEP's assistance in securing the area. It was a very productive call that led to scheduling a site visit this Wednesday with the Assistant Commissioner. Senator Corrado and Assemblyman DePhillips will also be there. We're going to visit the site. We're going to take the necessary steps to secure it. It is a Green Acres area, which there are some other implications involved with that as well. But I will add that the mobile camera that was loaned to us from the Essex County Prosecutor's Office has been serving a great benefit to us. It's a good deterrent. It allows our police officers to see the area in live time and respond quickly. And that coupled with our proactive measures with the DEP, I'm hoping we can resolve this once and for all.
Yeah, good. Yes, thank you.
I want to remind the council that on Thursday, October 19th, from 6 to 8 is our 9th annual Real Panthers Wear Pink Breast Cancer Awareness Walk. I think there was a flyer in the packet for that. I wanted to remind the council and the public as well. I want to update the council on Sweetwood Road and David Road paving. The township received final approvals from the NJDOT to proceed with soliciting bids for this reconstruction. I'm hoping to go out to bid soon and award a contract at the subsequent October meetings. Depending on weather, this could be a fall project or a spring project. If the weather holds, we're going to do it in the fall. If the weather gets questionable, we're going to push it to early spring. We don't want to pave a road and then drop snowplows on it.
Yeah.
That's not wise. I want to also update the public and the council. The council's aware that on Saturday, Town Hall was struck by lightning. I came here at around 4 o'clock when Captain Pumphrey called me, and we suffered quite a loss with software and technology downstairs. I'm just going to update the council on that now. I came Saturday, inspected the building to find one of the electrical key fob doors was still receiving a power, which it shouldn't have. We lost the annunciator panel on our generator, and the police department lost the server as well as the dispatch center. We've been fully functioning with that and patching it along. I do want to give a shout out to Pete DiGeronimo from our DPW who came here on Saturday. He took care of the door issue. Jerry Vidiello assembled a crew to send our DPW out to clean catch basins and any other obstructions in the roadway, and Mike Rosso, our water superintendent, who was monitoring the pumping to ensure that there were no other issues throughout the town. And it's an unfortunate event, but it could have been a lot worse, and we'll take a loss of property instead of a loss of life any day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Mayor, that's all I have for public. I do have one matter, contract negotiation for executive session tonight.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Kelly. Okay, moving on. Township Clerk.
Thank you, Mayor, members of council, and members of the public. I have two small reports to make, but they're very huge in terms of how we're moving forward. The polling locations have changed for District 2 and District 9 for the November general election. You'll be happy to know, due to the demolition and reconstruction of the North End Firehouse, District 2 has been relocated to the O'Toole Center. Once the firehouse has been completed, it will be moved back to the firehouse in perpetuity.
Okay.
District 9 has been relocated from the O'Toole Center to the South End Firehouse, where it will remain in perpetuity.
Okay.
Also, I have that we are again working with the Essex County Board of Elections to get our high schoolers to become poll workers again. The poll working training sessions will be held from October 3rd to the 7th at the Cedar Grove Library. Information will be placed on the posted on the website, as well as our social media. And I believe it is also going to be on the news station that we have, Channel 77.
Yep.
All who are interested must be trained and get our kids working to receive $300 for each election.
Wow.
So that's good news.
That's great.
I know that Rutgers and Harvard are part of the initiative, so they will be on location as well during the training sessions.
Great.
So is my
It's wonderful. Thank you so much.
thank you.
Good evening, Ms. Nobby. No report. Okay. Moving on. Councilman Messeri.
Good evening, Mayor. First, I just wanted to say that I attended today's 9/11 ceremony at the high school, and I wanted to thank the fire department. They did a great job, along with the Board of Ed, the students, our township officials, you, Mayor, for your wise words today. But it was well attended. The students were there. I think this is the first year that the students were able to
All
participate
of
in a
them,
while. All the students, and it was a good event.
Yeah.
So thank you to the fire department for making sure the flags were out this year. Everything looked great. Also, as to the item on the agenda, Little Falls Road, as I reported before, I'm happy that's going forward. And just question for the township manager. I know we had a few projects, a couple were recreation related. Can you give the public an update on what's happening? I know we had the bid for community center.
Yeah, so we do have a lot of recreation projects in the pipeline through you, Mayor. We are currently, I think I have a call on Monday with Neglia Engineering we're at a 90% call for the returfing of Community Park for a multi-purpose field that'll accommodate various levels of softball, soccer, and field hockey. Complete renovation, bleachers, dugouts, water fountains. That will be turfed. Also, as the township's aware, we had a change in engineers, and the site work at Community Park, because it's Green Acres, is requiring our new engineer to take a look at the locations for a potential community center there. That will ultimately determine how we proceed with the bid spec on that and the design work. I know back when I was on the council, that was a topic that the governing body wanted to present with the public. I will say our new engineer is very diligent. Lexi, she's, council works with her frequently, and I'm very impressed with her. And she's in line with a lot of the new DEP requirements for Green Acres property in terms of stormwater runoff, water mitigation efforts, and because we're taking a rather pervious surface and changing it to what would be impervious. So there are some DEP requirements that Lexi will bring us up to speed on, and then that'll dictate, how we go out to bid for the design work. We want the public's input on that as well, and then, the governing body can go from there.
Perfect. And how about the firehouse?
Firehouse, yes. So North End Firehouse, I'm anticipating issuing a notice to proceed probably within 2 weeks. We've been in contact with Jersey City. They have a 102-inch water main that runs underneath the property. It's an 8-foot diameter pipe. It transports 55 million gallons of water. So I want to pump the brakes just a little bit till Jersey City could approve our shoring plan. The township will be doing vibration monitoring, so we don't disturb the pipe. It's approximately, we don't know exactly, but maybe 4 to 8 feet from the corner of the foundation that we're going to be demolishing. So, again, we just want Jersey City to be there, our engineers will be there, inspectors will be there, Mike will be there, just to make sure that water main is not disturbed, and that the project can proceed. That's a 1-year timeline from the notice to proceed date, and we're going to hold them to the 1 year.
Great, thank you. That's all I have, Mike.
Thank you. Councilwoman Nita.
Good evening, everybody. I too want to say that it was a very nice ceremony for the 9/11, the unfortunate victims. I think our Cedar Grove Volunteer Fire Department did a great job, as well as the kids. And the kids that were standing in the parking lot they were very well behaved and did what they were supposed to do. So, right? So everything went very well. And Mrs. Peterson, or Mayor Peterson, did a great job.
Thank you.
The townwide garage sale was amazing. I don't know if you guys got any feedback, but the feedback I got was positive. And I just hope everybody enjoyed. And what I did like to see about it, on my street, the neighbors were out talking to each other. Like, what a novel idea. Like, even in the crummy weather, like
Right.
it
It
was
was-
hazy,
it was
humid.
pouring,
At
wasn't
one
it?
point
Yeah.
it rained.
Yeah.
Yeah, my neighbors were out. It was very nice to see.
Nice.
And then as far as a little update on Morgan's Farm and the Historical Society, they had asked me to mention a few of their events. They will have a few more farm sales if you just continue to watch social media. They'll be approximately every other week. It depends on crops.
Right.
And in September, there'll be a garage sale for them, which is actually this weekend. There'll be a seed saving program on the 27th of September, and you learn how to save your seeds from your garden. You might want to do that. And the very popular apple and pumpkin sale, they set their dates for that too. It'll be October 7th and 8th, if you want to mark your calendar. You already mentioned about the walk. I have that.
Yes.
That's a beautiful event, I think. And, no Panthers were pink. And then just this weekend also is the Touch a Truck.
Yes, that's right.
Touch a Truck is
Yes.
on Saturday at,
Yep.
right here, right? From 10 to 11:30. So,
Great.
that's it for me.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I too just wanted to thank the fire department. I think they did a wonderful job. Chief Donlin, everybody who was down there. I know it was a tremendous amount of work putting all those flags in. I would like to just notice Mrs. Patty D'Angelo redid all 3,000 names and printed them and put them in placards. So she's a resident in town, very active mom of 3 girls, great person. So she kind of stepped in, rolled her sleeves up, and helped out as well. I think it was a beautiful ceremony. Like you said, the children, I think, get so much out of it because they weren't even alive. And it's not like learning in a classroom. It's the physicality of being outside and actually seeing all of those flags with all of those names, hearing the timeline of the day being read. It's very impactful. I'm very, very proud of our community to come together and to do that, to work with the school, with the township, of course, the fire department pulling it off. So thank you to everybody who participated. I thought it was a beautiful tribute today to the lives lost on 9/11. And that's all I have. Moving on, number 7, consent agenda. A is to consider resolution concerning approval of raffle application Cedar Grove Elks Lodge number 2237.
We can take them together.
Can I take these all together?
Yes, ma'am.
To consider, B is to consider resolution concerning approval of raffle application St. Catherine of Siena HSA. And item C is to consider resolution concerning approval of raffle application St. Catherine of Siena HSA.
Mayor, I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes. Item 8 is new business. A is to consider resolution concerning cancellation of tax payments. Can I take these all together?
No.
No, right. They look alike. Okay. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes. Item B is to consider resolution concerning refund of tax payments.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes. Item C is to consider resolution authorizing the sale of municipal property no longer in use.
So moved.
Thank you.
Mayor,
Thank-
can I have a discussion on this
Yes.
quickly? This is our vehicles, our old police cars and vehicles obtained through forfeiture that sit at DPW. I believe there's about 6 or 7 of them. Vehicles that serve no use, they sit, and I don't like wasted space, so these are going to be listed on Gov Deals. This is part of the process to go out to auction and be sold to the highest bidder.
Great. Thank you. So roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes. Item D is to consider resolution authorizing the donation of 2 out-of-service vehicles to the fire department for purposes of training on extrication tools and procedures.
So moved.
Second.
Thank
Mayor,
you.
if I
Yep.
may. This is 2 additional vehicles out of the surplus property that's no longer in use. I believe one's a Crown Victoria, one's a Ford Explorer, that we, as we have done in the past with the DPW dump truck, I don't know if the council remembers that, we donate this to the fire department from the township. They practice drills on it. We sell it for scrap metal, and we reap the proceeds from that.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes. Item 9, approval of bills.
Be resolved by the Township of Cedar Grove, County of Essex, New Jersey, that the summary of bills, having been duly audited and found to be correct, are hereby ordered paid in the aggregated amount of $4,319,719.16.
Thank you. Do I have a motion?
Mayor, make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes. Item 10, contracts and agreements. A is to consider resolution authorizing the execution of a contractual addendum concerning lease provisions of the Montclair Ambulance Unit.
Mayor, if I may, as the public's aware and this council's aware, Montclair is leasing a space and an ambulance from the Cedar Grove Ambulance and Rescue Squad. Their attorney called me after the execution and wanted a provision in there in the event that that lease is breached. Montclair would have another remedy through the township to continue service here. So this addendum, which is just an addition to the contract, it's not a separate agreement, just allows a different remedy should that separate lease agreement ever breach between Montclair and the rescue squad.
Perfect. Thank you. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thanks. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes. Item B is to consider resolution authorizing the Township of Cedar Grove to enter into a cooperative pricing agreement with Hunterdon County.
Mayor, through you, thank you. We did it maybe 2 meetings ago with Bergen County, we're in Morris County, now we're joining Hunterdon. This is a free co-op for us to join, it allows us to buy different things that the township needs at a lower price. As long as they're free, we're gonna keep joining them because we're buying a lot of things and the prices of these items keeps increasing. And if we could get it cheaper through joining these, it doesn't cost us, it's just a formality for us to join.
Right. Perfect. Thank you so much. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri?
Yes.
Councilwoman Miga?
Yes.
Mayor Peterson?
Yes. Item 11, the meeting is now open to residents of the township wishing to be heard on any item on or off the agenda concerning township business.
Lee Peterson, 50 Bordick Road. I would just like to extend thanks to the mayor, the council members, and the township attorney for attending the memorial service this morning. I want you to know it was greatly appreciated by all the members. Another thing, there was 2 young high school students. They're actually juniors, junior members. They put a lot of time in up there in the last 2 weeks along with us helping us out. But not only that, Friday, when we were trying to get finished up, they came out, they gave up their lunch break, came out and worked. When it was over, went back in school, got excused from study hall, and came back out and worked again.
Wow, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Okay, anyone else? No? Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go into executive session. So whereas Section 8 of the Open Public Meetings Act permits the exclusion of the public from a meeting of the mayor and council in certain circumstances, and whereas the mayor and council of the Township of Cedar Grove are of the opinion that such circumstances exist. Now therefore be it resolved by the mayor and the council of the Township of Cedar Grove, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that, 1, the public shall be excluded from discussion of any action on the executive session of the meeting of the mayor and council on September 11th, 2023, and the general nature of the subject matter to be discussed is contract negotiation. So, do I have a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, roll call, please.
Councilman Messeri,
Yes.
Councilwoman Mika,
Yes.
Mayor Peterson.
Yes. Okay, thank you all for coming. Go home, watch the Jets, because they're gonna win. Right?